Hello good yo-yo people, I'm Nate and this is Let's Talk Yo-Yo. It's been a while. Taking kind of a break, and with COVID-19 going on, a lot of people out there are saying, oh, I have a lot of free time. I don't have any free time. From teaching online and teaching middle schoolers and keeping up with that, and also teaching my 3 children and homeschooling. Been very, very busy. So, also, buzz cuts are in, by the way. If you haven't gotten to that point yet, gentlemen, you will, because desperate times, desperate measures. All right, so I'm back. I'm hoping to do some more, not necessarily reviews. I don't really have a lot right now to review. I do have one today. But I want to kind of go ahead and bust out a few tutorials of a few tricks I've put out in the last couple months, and maybe go ahead and do some tutorials on that. So be looking for that. So if you've been wanting to learn some of my tricks, if you follow me on Instagram and been wanting to learn some of those, be on the lookout for that. Today I am reviewing the Ouroboros by Rain City Skills, the signature yo-yo of LumaFusion. Heron? Sure. Let's go ahead and get on with the review. All right. First and foremost, this is a signature yo-yo, right? And this one's been passed around. I've had this for far too long. Sorry, Jeremy. I'm finally getting to the review. But because of that, I've had it for so long. I've actually had lots of playtime with it, and I really, really enjoy this yo-yo. It's certainly a competition-focused, performance-focused yo-yo. You can tell that just from the width of that. I mean, look how, I have big hands. I'm like 6'2", right? And that's a pretty wide yo-yo. I mean, the width is almost 50 millimeters. Okay, so that gives you a good indication of how wide it is. I mean, that's pretty big. The metal, the aluminum used on it is 70-75, so pretty dense. And it's gonna take quite the beating as well. And just that huge gap with that V shape as well. If you miss that on a string hit, then that's on you, not on the yo-yo. So, one of the things that you'll notice too, Rain City Skills is really famous for their hub, Lego hubs. Well, that's not on there, and yeah, I think that's okay that not all their yo-yos have that on there. But particularly for this one, I think it kind of sets it apart as one, a signature yo-yo, and two, maybe as more of a kind of in their more performance. A lot of their yo-yos aren't necessarily geared towards competition. They're just fun yo-yos, laid-back yo-yos, even sometimes a little more novelty-esque. But this one in particular is really geared towards that performance, competition, just skill, excellence, that kind of stuff. Let's talk more about the yo-yo itself, the design. Really nice bowl shape there. I really like that design there. It's quite nice. Really nice beefy rims there as well. And it's going to have lots of rim weight. With that wider profile, you're definitely going to have just a really stable, long spinning yo-yo, which, that's exactly the kind of stuff you want for in a performance yo-yo, right? It's also going to be ideal for horizontal. I mean, if you can see where you have quite a bit of gap there, and the wall there kind of hooks, there's no wall necessarily, but where the way it's designed within the gap there, you have a gap there before it hits on that V shape. So it's got a little bit of a step there so that it pulls away from any kind of string drag or anything like that. So again, it's going to be ideal for horizontal shape-wise, weight distribution-wise, and gap. So yeah, I mean, there's really nothing you can't hit on this yo-yo. It's going to be finger spin ready as well, but it doesn't have such a deep, little nub there or dimple there that it locks in. It's going to be able to be bounced around and so on. It's also got an IRG in there, so that should be easy to pop up and hit as well. The blast in there is pretty standard to what most Rain City Skills yo-yos are. Pretty simple blast. it's going to be good for grinds as well. That shape's going to be great for that. The weight distribution and the balance rather is going to be great for finger spins as well. We'll try all that stuff, and sorry, finger grinds. But we'll try everything and on the string section, and that's going to do it for in the hand. All right, let's go ahead and play it. All right, welcome back to the on the string section with the Ouroboros. By the way, the Ouroboros is a, you've seen the symbol, and I'll put it up here, of the snake eating its own tail. So you should look into that. I won't necessarily go through like the etymology of that now, but you're welcome to look into that. It's kind of a fun symbol, and what the sort of the philosophy that went behind, or the philosophy of the name that went behind this yo-yo. So, like I said, this yo-yo is the signature yo-yo of Luna, who's been on their team for quite a while, maybe a couple of years, possibly. First off, on a catch. This yo-yo is wide, so it's going to feel really comfortable. You know, most V-shaped yo-yos tend to sometimes not always be the most comfortable in the hand. I really like organics for more of that comfortable feel in the hand, but it does flatten out, all right, on the edges. So it's not just like, just to a sharp point. Plus, it's wide, so it just really fits the hand really nice. And it's really comfortable on a catch, even on like a hard bind, you know, something like that. Like I said, that gap is just huge. Now, I'm not going to be able to do full Eli hops in here in my basement, but it's very, very easy to hit. The gap is also very competition focused. Yeah, really nice. It's going to be great for those grinds as well. I mean, really nice. Really nice. I could have gone longer. For IRG, that IRG kind of pops up really, really nice too. Yeah, it's really easy to hit without tilting. Finger spins are easy. They lock in without like feeling like you can't pop out of that pretty easily. It doesn't like just lock in so tight that you couldn't possibly pop it into like other fingers, you know? So yeah, really nice. I like that. It doesn't feel like it's gimmicky. Like it feels like it's finger spin ready, but it also feels like it's more competition finger spin ready, so that if you really want to utilize that finger spin readiness, I'm using that word too much, but if you wanted to utilize that that feature a little bit more in competition, you certainly can. Regens are not bad. They're a little bit wobbly just because it's such a wide yo-yo, but it's controllable. I mean, the stability on the yo-yo is really nice. I don't think it's because of that. I think it more is because of the shape and how wide it is. So, but you can certainly pull off regens. Talked about with that gap too, that there's less string friction because of that just little step there, from the V to the gap itself up against the bearing. And so that gives you a little bit of a gap, so that's ideal for horizontal play. You know me, I'm not a horizontal player much at all. I can pretty much do a banana turnover, and that's about it. I can hardly even say banana turnover, let alone do one. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. Let's try it and just talk about that stability. We'll just kind of mess with it. My goodness. Yeah, like if you were learning horizontal, this is the yo-yo you'd want. Oops, just hit my finger on that one. Like if you were learning horizontal, this is the yo-yo you would want to gravitate towards. It's got that wide gap that's really easy to hit. It's got that like great weight distribution with being really balanced and rim weighted. Man, I really like this yo-yo. It kind of breaks outside of the mold for Grand City Skills, which I think is good. I think they've really kind of put themselves up with a really nice catalog this year. They put out a ridiculous amount of yo-yos, which is quite the adventure anyways. And there's such a wide range of yo-yos that they have now that are from mini and micro and odd metals to, you know, metal high-end machine versions of Dollar Tree yo-yos and to now competition-focused yo-yos. I mean, what a wide range, which I think is great because, you know, there's a little bit of something for everybody. But I really like this yo-yo. It's just a really nice competition yo-yo, really checking off. Literally, I say that a lot. I know that's such a cliche thing for reviewers to say, but it really is checking off every single box for competition for me. And I'm not a competition player, but I know enough about it that I think this would really appeal to anybody who really likes Rain City skills or wants a really good budget yo-yo that is going to really excel with on that sort of competition side and on that performance side. It's going to make your tricks easy to hit and learn and feel like maybe you're almost as good as Luna. Maybe. Man, maybe not. She's fantastic. All right, that's going to do it for today's review. And as usual, good day and good yo-yo. Ouroboros.